Welcome back to History of Simple Things. Today's topic comes from one of our viewers at Arnold Capel 6933. Thanks for the suggestion. You asked, do cats really have 9 lives? It sounds like a playful saying, the kind of phrase people toss around without thinking too hard about it, until you actually see a cat survive something that looks impossible. A fall that makes your heart stop. A narrow escape from danger. A moment where you're certain this time was different. And then the cat walks away like nothing happened. Over centuries, moments like these have stacked up, slowly turning coincidence into legend and survival into myth. So today, we're digging into where the idea of 9 lives came from, what science actually says about cats in danger, and why these animals seem so unbelievably good at escaping harm, right here on History of Simple Things. The belief that cats have multiple lives isn't universal, but it is ancient. In English-speaking cultures, cats are said to have 9 lives. In Spain and parts of Latin America, the number is often 7. In some Middle Eastern traditions, it's 6. The number changes depending on the culture, but the meaning is always the same. This belief can be traced back thousands of years. In ancient Egypt, cats were sacred animals associated with protection, fertility, and rebirth. They were linked to the goddess Bastet, and harming a cat, even accidentally, was considered a serious offense. When an animal is treated as divine, survival naturally starts to look supernatural. Centuries later in medieval Europe, cats were surrounded by mystery and superstition. Their silent movement, glowing eyes, and ability to appear and disappear made them seem otherworldly. Cats don't actually have 9 lives, but their bodies are built in ways that make survival far more likely than we expect. One of the biggest reasons is their skeleton. A cat's spine is extremely flexible, made up of loosely connected vertebrae. This allows cats to twist, bend, and rotate their bodies in ways humans simply can't. That flexibility is key to one of their most famous abilities, the righting reflex. When a cat begins to fall, its inner ear immediately senses which way is down. In a fraction of a second, the cat rotates its head, then its spine, then its legs, aligning its body so it lands feet first. This reflex develops when kittens are only a few weeks old, and once it's established, it's incredibly reliable. But landing on their feet isn't the only reason cats survive falls. Here's something that surprises a lot of people. Cats often survive higher falls better than lower ones. Veterinarians sometimes call this phenomenon high-rise syndrome. From short distances, cats don't have enough time to fully reposition their bodies, but from greater heights, they reach terminal velocity, relax their muscles, spread their limbs, and land in a way that spreads the force of impact across their body. Their loose skin, flexible joints, and relatively light bone structure help absorb shock. Compared to humans, cats have a lower body mass relative to their surface area, which reduces how much force they experience when they hit the ground. This doesn't mean cats are immune to injury. Many are seriously hurt in falls, but it explains why they sometimes survive incidents that seem fatal. Cats are also masters of reaction. Their nervous systems are designed for speed. Whether they're hunting prey or avoiding danger, cats can respond in fractions of a second. This allows them to adjust mid-jump, twist away from threats, recover balance almost instantly. Their whiskers add another layer of protection. Whiskers are highly sensitive sensory tools that detect air movement and spatial boundaries. They help cats judge whether they can fit through tight spaces and how close they are to obstacles, even in low light. Combined with sharp claws, powerful hind legs, and exceptional coordination, cats don't just survive danger, they avoid it whenever possible. Cats aren't reckless animals. In fact, most cats are cautious by nature. They pause before jumping. They test surfaces. They hesitate when something feels off. When cats take risks, those risks are often carefully calculated. To human eyes, this looks like luck. But it isn't luck, it's judgment. And when things do go wrong, a cat's flexible body allows it to absorb impact in ways that reduce serious injury. Their bodies are designed to bend, twist, and dissipate force instead of breaking under it. That's why so many cat survival stories feel unbelievable. As charming as the idea of 9 lives is, it comes with a downside. Cats are resilient, but they are not indestructible. Falls can cause internal injuries that aren't immediately visible. Scars, toxins, illnesses, and untreated wounds are just as dangerous to cats as they are to other animals. Veterinarians regularly treat cats whose injuries were underestimated because someone assumed they'd walk it off. The myth survives because we remember the cats that lived. We don't always see the close calls, the long recoveries, or the cases where a cat didn't survive at all. Cats only get one life. It's just a life backed by remarkable evolutionary advantages. So why does the idea of 9 lives persist? Because cats live in a strange space between wild and domestic. They share our homes, but they move like predators. They vanish for hours and return unharmed. They survive situations that would injure or kill other animals. Each survival reinforces the legend. Over time, biology becomes folklore, and folklore becomes common sense. Cats don't encourage the misunderstanding. They simply keep surviving. Cats may not have 9 lives, but they do have one life shaped by flexibility, instinct, and survival skills refined over thousands of years. And that combination is powerful enough to make it feel like they're defying fate. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of simple things. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories woven through the smallest details.